Hi, and welcome to episode 4 of our crocheting gift item series. And before we get started, you will need a yarn needle, scissors or clippers, your hook, and your yarn. In today's video, we will be making a bandana. And without further ado, we're just going to go ahead and get started. The first thing you need to do is to create your magic ring. An alternative way of doing this is by chaining 4, slip knot in the 4th stitch, and then you'll have a little circle that you could work with. Now, if you need assistance with learning to do the basic stitches, you can go ahead and check out my how to do basic stitches crochet video, which I'll leave a link to. Now we're going to start by chaining 3, then we're going to do 2 double crochets in our circle. Once you have your 2 double crochets, you're going to go ahead and chain 1, then you're going to do 3 double crochets, once you have your 3 double crochets, we're then going to go ahead and tighten our ring, chain 1, and flip or work. You're going to go ahead and chain 1 more, so you're going to have a chain of 2, and then in that first stitch you're going to go ahead and make 2 double crochets. Once you have your 2 double crochets, you're going to skip these 2 stitches, and into our chain 1 you're going to go ahead and make 3 double crochet. Once you have your 3 double crochet, you're going to go ahead, chain 1, then you're going to go ahead and do 3 more double crochet. Once you have that, you're going to go ahead and you're going to put 3 double crochet in the top of the chain 2 we did earlier. You're going to chain 1, and you're going to repeat row 2 until you have reached your desired length. Once you've reached your desired length, I'm going to show you how you can make the border around your bandana. Alright, so now that you've reached your desired row, we're going to go ahead and make the border. Now, as usual, at the end of each row, you're going to chain 1. I've already gone ahead and done my chain 1. And in the second chain in the cluster, you're going to do a slip stitch, which is insert in your hook, pull through, pull through. All right, and into this space you're gonna go ahead and do 5 double crochets. Alright, depending on how thick the yarn that you're using is, since this yarn is fairly thick, I'm going to go ahead and do 4 double crochets, and then into that cluster of 3, you're going to slip stitch in the middle one or the second one. Then you're going to go ahead and make 4 or 5 double crochets into that space. Into the cluster, you're gonna slip stitch into the second, also known as the middle one, and you're gonna continue this until we have reached our chain 1 space. Alright, now we're at our chain 1 space. We're gonna go ahead as usual and slip stitch into the middle of our cluster, and then into the chain 1 space we're gonna go ahead and do 6 to 7 double crochets. So we've done 4, 5, 6. Then we're gonna slip stitch into the middle of our cluster, and we're gonna do the same thing we did on this side on this side. Alright, so now that we're at our last cluster, you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna do your slip stitch into the middle one, we're gonna go ahead and chain 50 to 60. This is all entirely dependent on the length or that you are going for. Once you've chained your 60 or your 50 or however much you decide to chain it to, you're gonna chain 1 and you're gonna slip stitch into the second stitch. Alright, so once you finish your slip stitches, you're gonna go ahead and do a single crochet in the same stitch that you started from. That's the same exact stitch in which you made these chains, the one that you slip stitch into earlier. You're gonna do a single crochet in that, and then you're just gonna single crochet right across. Alright, so once you get back to your magic ring, what I normally do is I normally just pull this as tightly as possible, and then I normally just do my single crochet under that, like pull it close, and then that's normally how I do it. It's not the neatest. Normally the other alternative is to put it inside this ring, which I usually don't like, but you can just that and try to just insert it like that, pull it through, and then you can just tighten it again, and there you'd have it. So either way is fine. If doing it through the ring is too much trouble, you can always do it through here. It works just as fine. And then we're just gonna single crochet over this, which saves us time later, so we don't have to go ahead and weave that in. Alright, so before we do our chain 60 or however amount you did, you're gonna go ahead and make your last single crochet in the slip stitch you made earlier. There you have it, our last single crochet. So now both sides are somewhat identical. You're gonna go ahead and do your chain 60, and then you're gonna chain 60 plus 1, and then you're gonna slip stitch all the way back to your border. Once you've done your final slip stitch, you're gonna go ahead and do a slip stitch in the same stitch where you started your chains. Gonna pull that through, and then you're gonna weave in your ends. I'm gonna flip it around. Now there you have it, your very own crochet bandana, which is the perfect Christmas gift for your friends and your loved ones. Now thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, share with your friends, family, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day, month, year, week, minute, second, and I hope I see you in my next video.